Okay, France and Denmark have served up the first goalless draw of the tournament, and to be honest, sometimes goalless draws can be really entertaining with some great goalkeeping, crazy defending, and all sorts like that. This was the opposite. Neither side was really going for it, and that was a dangerous game for Denmark to play with Australia, still having an outside chance of qualifying at kick-off. To play the way they did. Yes, Australia lost 2-0 to Peru, and credit to Peru for they're out the tournament. They still gave it a go and entertained. And it meant something to Peruvian fans. This game was the worst game of the tournament. Even Iran Morocco had some excitement about it. This was crap, absolute crap. The Danes played 5 centre backs. How negative can you be? And the French, they just have been underwhelming in this tournament, and their squad players underwhelming. You would think they'd be chomping at the bit to entertain, to show their skill, to say Didier Deschamps, you've got to select me in the next game, and it's meaningful in the knockouts. You've got to select me. I'm better than Pogba, or I'm better than Matuidi, or I'm better than Mbappe. And those fringe players did nothing. It was, I think, one shot on target in the first half. I don't think there were any in the second. I honestly couldn't count any that were actually on target. Absolutely abysmal. And the fans booing their disapproval. I was busy checking my emails and responding to comments on my YouTube, and coming up with video ideas rather than actually the game. It was just background noise on the TV. It was setting me to sleep. The fact that Denmark played 5 centre backs, knowing that Australia admittedly had an outside chance of qualifying if they beat Peru, it had an outside chance, and they were willing to take that risk. It beggars believe how negative both sides were. Really negative. I mean, the amount of skilled players on show, that was just poor. I don't know what FIFA and the organisers of tournaments can do to avoid this negative type of play. But the fans were booing throughout most of the second half. They paid a lot of money to go to this World Cup, a lot of these fans. A lot of money. We're talking hundreds of pounds, hundreds of euros, hundreds of dollars, a lot of money. For some fans, that's a month's wages from some of the poorer countries. I'm not surprised they were booing their disapproval and hissing, and that sums it up. First goalless game of the tournament, and fans' response is the biggest talking point. Australia-Peru, I only saw flashes of it. I was channel hopping. And once I knew that Australia had gone 1-0 down, I knew they were probably not going to make it. And when it was reported that Peru got the second goal, it sort of summed up that Australia were done. I don't know if that filtered through to the Danish and French players. France already qualified. It was just where they qualified in the group first or second. The Danes had a great opportunity to pit France to the top spot and get a possibly easier draw in the knockout stages of the next round. And they took a big risk because now they're playing Croatia. Croatia are on fire at the moment. The Danes are playing with fire. They're playing with a risk of getting battered by Croatia. Now, Iceland and Argentina and Nigeria are not as strong as Croatia. Had Denmark decided to grab the game by the scuff of the neck and go for it and just go, sod it, we're going to have a go, and yeah, they could have won that game. Throws everything up in the air because I don't think the French are good enough to beat Croatia. I don't think the Danes are either. And on the scale of this performance, whoever they play in the next round is going to thump them. Honestly, terrible. I'm not hiding my disapproval. That was a shocking game. Top level professionals who are paid hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands of pounds a week, hundreds of thousands of pounds a week to pour out that drivel. I have seen better quality football in a non-league Sunday league side that my mates play for. That was absolutely shocking. This is one of the reasons that I'm getting a bit pissed off with football. Is these overpaid players don't put any effort in. That was a shocking display. No energy, no effort. And if they are putting effort in, that was absolutely diabolical. And, the fans' reaction says it all. And people who will say, oh, this is why we shouldn't go to 48 teams. These are some of the top teams in the world here. This isn't a Saudi Arabia-Egypt game, which was apparently very entertaining yesterday. This is France-Denmark. These are teams that have won European championships, won World Cups in the past 30 years. That was absolutely abysmal. Shocking. So that's my view on it. I'm disgusted with the performance. You would at least think, okay, fringe players want to make an impact, want to show their coaches, hey, select me for the next game. No, they were just there aimlessly passing it around, absolutely piss poor. and it's a poor advert for the sport. Anyway, I'm going to leave that there. Thank you very much for watching. If you have the same views, please place them below. If you think I'm wrong, you can disagree with me. I'm not going to take offence with those who disagree with my point of view, but that was an absolute shit game. I'm not holding back on this one. Absolutely diabolical. Deschamps didn't play any. We took Griezmann off, which says something. Didn't play Pogba, which says something about his mentality for this game. And the Danish coach was five centre-backs on the field. Absolute joke of a travesty. So I don't know how FIFA are going to start changing how the group system works when the final games take place to make it more entertaining, but they cannot have not ignored that. This has been an issue at every World Cup I've seen since 1994, where the last group game is pointless for some teams, and they don't put any effort in, and the fans are spending hundreds of, if not thousands of pounds to get tickets for that shite. I'm going to leave that there before I rant anymore. Thank you very much for watching. I'll have a review of this evening's games. I'm going to do them all in one video. Hard luck on Australia. They were one of the weaker teams in the tournament. Peru get a win, first time since 1982, so they can leave the World Cup on a high. But that France-Denmark game, shite. I will talk to you soon.